Happy Sunday, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, Nigeria has ever been a very funny place for Ndibo. A very, very funny place. Strange indeed. Where they will leave terrorists and be pursuing freedom fighters. Where they will jail freedom fighters and live freely terrorists who are killers, known killers. Now you see the media on fire everywhere. How are we going to bring down Simon Ekpa? This declared Tinubu wanted. This and that. Tinubu declared a freedom fighter wanted. Because we are defending our land. Yes, gone are the days when the military will come, kill, go, and come to media to talk rubbish. This time around, when they go, what they see, they will not be able to say it on the television. Yes, that's how it is. We don't know how suddenly they became broken, but God knows. God knows. No matter the allied forces and the fortification and the armory they go down to southeast with, they still don't have victory. That is one baffling thing in the whole thing we are talking about. So now, we want to join you to one media rascality they are doing here. Asking questions and giving answers to what is not making sense to people. All right, let's go.
So guys, the ESN is being investigated by the current administration. Take a look at this.
So the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit revealed today how terrorist groups in the country are funded. And according to him, they say, or rather according to the group, the unit, they're saying that there is a network of affiliates of the indigenous people of Biafra across 22 countries. So we're coming back again to IPOP. Now, one would have expected that in this report, we would have heard maybe Boko Haram, would have had ISWAP having their reign in the northeast and other parts of the country in terms of the kidnapping and banditry ongoing. But rather, the group mentioned here is Eastern Security Network and IPOP, and they're saying that they employ strategies by using certain groups through crowdfunding, betting platforms, and all other financial means that they use to get money to, possibly procure arms and do whatever nefarious activities they want to do. And they're stating that the diaspora affiliate, that is those outside the country who are members of the group IPOP, they have spread over 22 countries across the globe. So they submitted their report today to the law enforcement agencies for further investigation. What's your take on this report? But do you think that the government should have a conversation with the Finland government for any form of extradition, considering the fact that he's making treasonable comments?
No, his comments are not, this is like something not worth responding to. It's what's reasonable. It's just like the rantings of anybody can say whatever. But of what effect is it? Of what import is his comment? And nobody will say comment here that you want to declare the sitting president of the country wanted. He's moving around freely and he travels around the world and you are there just to talking balloons. So neither here nor there. Yeah.
So guys, the Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit has come up with the report on how ESN is being funded, and the question is, they never included Boko Haram and other terrorist group in this report. So there is a question out there on why the real terrorist groups were being omitted and only the ESN is being investigated. Anyway, a lawyer is here to answer to all that. And also there is a question around whether Simon Ekpa will be repatriated to Nigeria to come answer questions for some of these comments. So guys, this lawyer is here to give answers to those questions. So just take your time, relax, and watch this video for yourself and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me allow you to see the video.
News report: Simon Ekpa, a controversial Biafra agitator and separatist, has declared that no fewer than 9 persons are wanted for terrorism allegations in the southeast. In the list, Ekpa named President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, amongst others, who he claimed are behind the insecurity in the region. Recall, the defense headquarters had earlier declared that Ekpa, alongside 96 others, are wanted for violent extremism in the country. Reacting, Ekpa, in a press release on his verified handle on Sunday, said the inclusion of his name in the terror list released by DHQ, is dead on arrival. He therefore promised to release more detailed names of the sponsors of terrorism in Biafra land and their accomplices in earnest. According to Simon Ekpa, he wrote, the Biafran government will not challenge the declaration of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, wanted by the Nigerian headquarters in Nigeria's court. The declaration, according to Ekpa, wanted by the Nigerian army, is dead on arrival. Simon Ekpa linked the Moscow attack in Russia to the federal government as well as ISIS. As in Finland at the moment, he's been declared wanted by the Nigerian government. And in response, Simon Ekpa is declaring that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is wanted. Not only that, you recall the Moscow attack that transpired in Russia, he's linking the federal government along in collaboration with ISIS. According to him, he's saying that they would not support terrorism in any form and that they're simply against it, but that according to him, he's actually stipulating that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government is ISIS's stronghold. What does that mean? What facts does he have? Could this be the reason why the government is declaring him wanted? Because they feel he's creating a huge conflict in the country and serious disparity in the nation. What's your take on that?
I would suggest we don't ventilate or give any amplification
to this.
Utterances by this character you just referred to, who's simply a rabble-rouser who is enjoying himself abroad in Finland. His comments are not worth commenting on, and even the ridiculous nature of trying to declare the president of the country wanted is simply stupid, and it's not worth commenting on. If he wants to, let him come into Nigeria and say such things like some of us are in Nigeria talking. He won't be enjoying the cozy nature of Finland and be there and talking crap, and then we are trying to ventilate it and kudos to it. No, I wouldn't do that.
But do you think that the government should have a conversation with the Finland government for any form of extradition, considering the fact that he's making treasonable comments?
No, I mean, his comments are not, I mean, this is like something not worth responding to. It's not reasonable. It's just like the rantings of anybody can say whatever. But of what effect is it? Of what import is his comment? And nobody will take his comment serious that you want to declare the sitting president of the country wanted. He's moving around freely and he travels around the world, and you are there just to talking balloons. So neither here nor there. Yes.
Barrister Ezeuchi, the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit revealed today how terrorist groups in the country are funded. And according to him, they say, or rather according to the group, the unit, they are saying that there is a network of affiliates of the indigenous people of Biafra across 22 countries. So we're coming back again to IPOP. Now, one would have expected that in this report would have heard maybe Boko Haram, would have heard ISWAP having their reign in the northeast and other parts of the country in terms of the kidnapping and banditry ongoing, but rather the group mentioned here is Eastern Security Network and IPOP, and they're saying that they employ strategies by using certain groups through crowdfunding, betting platforms, and all other financial means that they use to get money to, possibly procure arms and do whatever nefarious activities they want to do. And they're stating that the diaspora affiliate, that is those outside the country who are members of the group IPOP, they have spread over 22 countries across the globe. So they submitted their report today to the law enforcement agencies for further investigation. What's your take on this report?
I think is that the NFIU is just playing politics and even being ethnically influenced. Because the reality is this: the bulk of the terrorism actions, the bulk of the BDCs who transmit money, the arrests made even by foreign authorities in Dubai about Nigerians who are involved in funding terrorism, we know who they fund, and it is certainly not any IPOB. So this statement by NFIU is clearly political and it's ethnically biased. So it is, if they have issues, let them bring it up and stop releasing press statements. It's disgraceful that an authority that has the powers to prosecute, arrest, and do whatever is just sitting down somewhere making ethnically biased comments against a group which most people know is more of a spiritual issue. Because when they say bringing in weapons and all that stuff, it's crap. It's absolute crap. So let them go and get the people who fund Boko Haram. Let them go and get those who form all these kidnappings and stop disturbing Nigeria with press statements about non-existent threats which they attribute to IPOB.
But the thing is this.
So guys, before I allow you continue with this video, I just want to say that this government is also trying to make some of the mistakes that the past administration made. We all saw, you know, how Buhari was just like protecting some of the mistakes of the northerners and, you know, going after other tribes. We saw how many people died in places like Imo State. I mean, young people. In the name of the military, men were looking for the ESN people. At the end of the day, there was a time the mortuary in Imo State was, would I say, overflowed with dead bodies that were unclaimed Nigerians, you know. And I don't know if this mistake will just keep continuing all the time. Now it is IPOB that is being looked into, and not even the bandits who are coming into Nigeria. They will come into a community and take more than 200 persons and nobody is talking. So I think this is a very big distraction on the part of the government. I just want to say that honestly, it is time for us to start pursuing the real substance and not the shadow. It's not as if I'm trying to cover any group, but let things be done without any tribal or religious sentiment being attached to it. I think that's just my take. So let me allow you continue with this video.
One would have expected that there would have been a more comprehensive and in-depth report submitted to the federal government today. We know that there are more than one terrorist groups in the country. Aside from IPOB has been declared as a terrorist group, you have ISWAP and Boko Haram. And recently, actually, in the northeast, they've been ravaging that aspect of the nation, that axis of the country of recent, you know, on a consistent manner. How come they were not able to get any link to that group as to how they're financed, as to how they procure their funds, as to their affiliates even outside the country? I mean, what would you say to that in terms of?
Did you hear that? That's a country. Injustices all over. Their major terrorist groups omitted because it's coming from the north, because it's aligned with, it has link with Muslim, because they are in power. They don't see the terrorism that is ravaging the north as a problem. What they see as a problem is the self-defense of Biafrans who are defending themselves from the venom of Nigerian army, who shouldn't in any way have come to Southeast because there's actually nothing happening there. On a very good day, in a same country, where they should be is in the north and will be scarcely in the south, because south is peaceful area in this country. Northern part is radical, terrible. All right, so for them to live where they're supposed to protect and go to where they are not supposed to go to at all, then there's something to it. But well, who did first is what should be asked. Tinubu declared Simon Ekpa wanted first, and then the letter declared him wanted. Yes, he shouldn't go to Biafra land. That's what we are talking about. He should not go there. He should not go there. Respect people's opinion that they want you to separate them from Nigeria, and you're forcing yourself for them, killing them and fighting them, declaring war on that side every time. What is this? People should know where and what we are talking about. If not that, you will not understand our stand. All right? But then you need to hear us out and know what we are talking. Thank you.